Meanwhile, 19-year-old Pete is hitting the gym in pursuit of a dream. Since he was a young lad, Pete's wanted to be a professional wrestler.
I used to try and be in the gym 5 times a week, as close to that as I can. Monday's always chest, shoulders and arms.
Pete travels up and down the country doing wrestling matches. And Pete's determined to raise his game to make it big.
I always thought of myself as in the future I was going to be a famous wrestler, and I kind of assumed that to get to that point you'd have to sort of come out of your shell. I'm happy, I'm enjoying it right now, but then still what's the next step to take me to the next level? Yeah, wrestling kind of consumes your life really. I think a lot of people don't appreciate all the hard work and stuff that goes into wrestling. I couldn't really imagine a life without wrestling. It's all I've known. Next step for me is to just keep putting on size in the gym, really. And just keep training and then sort of head towards a contract. But meanwhile, just keep wrestling and any opportunity that comes up.
He's in training for the biggest fight of the season, an opportunity for Pete to boost his profile in the hope of getting the full-time contract he's after.
You gotta really want to do it, you gotta be a fan of wrestling, I think. I think if you're not a big fan of wrestling, then you're never gonna last that long. We always talk about how being in the band is the same as being an independent wrestler. It's exactly the same, do you know what I mean? You've just gotta keep pushing, getting your name out there and get as many shows as you can.
Going to the gym's also an opportunity for Pete to hang out with his brother, Stephen.
I'm the big brother, I have to lift the most.
You're a prick, you are.
With Pete's dad being a bodybuilder, pumping iron is a family tradition.
I think it's just because he's a proper bloke, do you know what I mean? Like, when we're growing up, he's like proper working class geezer and like...
If he weren't working and wasn't as busy, he'd probably be with us now, helping us, like.
Yeah, I think that's where we both got it from. So he's ended up powerlifting and I've ended up wrestling and like...
But Pete's wrestling ambitions haven't always been so well received by his family.
I think my mum and dad always just thought it was a phase I'd grow out of. They didn't watch my videos or anything. So it was never a big deal to them. They always thought it was just a phase.
I used to laugh at the fact that he wanted to do wrestling when he was a kid. I thought it was weird. Before he started coming to the gym with me, I don't think we really spoke. I didn't know anything about his wrestling, didn't know where he was from one day to the next.
With the next big fight on home turf, Stephen's got a chance to see what his little brother has grown into.
Okay.
With the biggest fight of the season coming up, Pete's getting serious in his quest for wrestling perfection.
I was gonna say this like proper shit. Man, you could do that in the match.
Yeah, but it's scary talking like.
Yeah, but that's kind of like top rope, isn't it? To be fair.
Him and a few mates are practicing some moves at a giant soft play area.
It just takes that fear out of it, man. You know what I mean? You can jump into that, you know you're not going to be hurt. Recently, someone I know got a bad concussion and the whole show had to stop. And you do hear things like that, and it can be worrying, but like I say, if you minimise the risk and you trained well and you travel around, then hopefully you can avoid those sort of things.
I hate it when people say what's the worst that can happen, but the answer actually is death. Wrestler died while wrestling in the ring. He took a move, just a standard move, and died like off it in front of thousands of people.
Pete's determined to keep pushing the boundaries to try and win a full-time contract.
I can't turn.
It'd be crap if in wrestling we went in there and we were just very average people, do you know what I mean? Like even me as a wrestler, I'm still close to my personality, but that's amped up. Everything needs to be amped up because you're in front of an audience. You know what I mean? You're telling a story to the audience. You need to amp everything up.
Scott, stay there.
I think we've all come here with like one thing that we want to leave with and be able to do on a show. What I want to do, it's like, imagine a standing backflip, but you travel forwards. It's called a shooting star press. I don't think I'll ever be able to do it on a show, man. It's too scary. But if I can just get it into there, I'm happy.
Tyler, show him how it's done. Shooting star press.
Oh, yeah.
To further his ambitions, Pete recently travelled to Japan to hone his skills in a tougher environment.
Japan is known for the athletic, technical wrestling. Like my style of wrestling, that is what Japan is known for. They all have like crazy work rate. They're all in great shape, and they kill each other every night of the week. No, it's hard to time.
You know, you've got to cartwheel more.
Having had a glimpse of life as a full-time wrestler, Pete's determined to put the work in to make it a reality.
5 years, I'd hope to be on the verge of getting a contract and moving out to America, or you know, be doing Japanese tours and, you know, just making it happen.
His next big fight's on home turf and is a chance to boost Pete's profile further as he chases the big break.
I missed it, man.
Pete the wrestler's on his way to the season's main event.
Yeah, today's a big one. It's Kamikaze Pro's first anniversary show. It's quite special to me because this is the first venue I wrestled in Birmingham. It's always a bit more special when it's in your hometown.
Today's match is a big opportunity for Pete to boost his profile.
A show like this as well, it does contribute to the overall goal of sort of getting yourself out to America or contracted somewhere, because there will be American guys on the show today and stuff like that. If I go out tonight and have a good match, and then next week I have a good match, the week after that I have a good match, every little step is a step up that ladder, and then that's getting you closer to the goal in theory.
Pete's determined to put on a good show in the hope of being offered a full-time wrestling contract. Pete's previously struggled with his banter in the ring. Today he needs to put all shyness behind him and work the crowd.
Having a persona that the crowd can even get behind is important, because, you know, we're our own brand of professional wrestling, we're our own little business, and we're trying to make something happen for ourselves.
Pete's got his brother along for added support. The tights are on, the stage is set. Now it's time for Pete to deliver. All Pete needs now is an opponent.
I'm watching Pete, I'm always watching Pete. So much to learn off Pete, just watching him like.
Pete gets the crowd going with some of the moves learnt through hours of practice. And this time, he puts his shyness behind him to whip the punters into a frenzy. Pete's put on the show of his life.
Way ahead of himself in years. Way ahead of himself in years. He's got amazing ability, and actually, it'd be a complete injustice to not see him get his due. He's worked hard for it. You know, he talked about his 5-year plan. I expect him to be on TV within 5 years, easy. I think he's got unlimited potential.
He's not got a full-time contract yet, but having raised his game in the ring, Pete's confident that one day he'll get his big break.
I don't see how you can put so much work into something and it not work out. I put so much effort and so much time and put so much enjoyment into something. I feel like at the end of the day it's got to pay off.
I was really impressed with him. I was surprised to see he can do backflips at 16 stone. And if his charisma and that's good, it gets the crowd going straight away as soon as he walks out.
Pete Dunne's amazing. He's my favourite wrestler in Kamikaze Pro because he kind of has the punk edge.
And the reactions that he can get from the crowd, you know, some of the strongest that I've seen.
He's got a lot of diversity in him. He's really good. He's definitely one to watch. Definitely.
Hold on, where are the keys?